Well, what?
That's gonna mess up all the people that watch us on YouTube. They're gonna be like, why did they do this? What?
Well, once the Ohio flag was over there, we're all saying pledge allegiance to the Ohio flag.
There are creatures in that. Roll call.
Mr. DeCarlo.
Here.
Mr. Hoffman's not here. Mr. Condit.
Here.
Mr. Molina.
Here.
Mr. Silverston.
Here.
Mr. Walter.
He's here too.
Ready? Comments from the public. 30 minutes maximum time, 5 minutes per person. State your name and address. Any comments from the public?
No,
No?
not yet.
Okay. Resolution 47, 2014, resolution accepting proposal of Crocasser Engineering Incorporated to serve as owner's representative with regard to the Recreation Center project for an amount not to exceed $24,500. Second reading. Did you and Walt meet?
Yes.
Anybody else have any questions for Gene about this?
You should be able to share with us.
Yes, we were supposed to see the contract. I haven't seen it.
Well, I know Walt's follow-up was what is kind of the next steps after this contract for that.
Well, what Walt was, he says, well, once we build, how are you gonna be involved? I says, our involvement will be as you would want. You wanna know what we're gonna build, what it's gonna cost, what was the schedule. We're going to, as soon as it's done, talk to the mayor, we're gonna get a meeting with Pontiac to get the final set of plans. Dr. Westfall, who is a certified building official, will do a complete code review of it and say, okay, everything's buildable, or if there's anything, new code that needs to be changed. We'll do a complete cost breakdown, takedown, and value engineer it, and look at the pool, HVAC, the roofing, the steel, and come back to you and say, this is where we're at, we value and engineer it, plan says this, we recommend this, and we come to a point where we, basically we try to get within 5% of the cost. That gets you to the point. Now, if there's a change that we say, look, prefab steel building is your best bet. We could do 6 foot of brick, 6 foot, I've been through this, I just did one for Reminder, just went through the whole project.
Broadview Heights.
Broadview Heights. Broadview Heights, yeah, that's where I'm at. We just went through it and gave all the cost breakdown to totally build a gym, two full courts, bathroom, the whole thing, different finishes, so $2 million. Okay, now I do the same thing here, we do the same exact component. And at this point, we're gonna say, pool looks nice, but never gonna get for that price, unbuildable. We'd recommend a different finish, and we'd get to the point where we have a building and a cost associated with it. At that point, we will, and part of the proposals will then solicit for construction manager. Okay. And it's my recommendation in talking to different construction managers is every trade that you get has to be bonded and has to bond the project. And then you manage the construction. So that if the electrician doesn't finish his job before his bond finishes his job, so you're protected all along. And that construction manager will be your go-to person from beginning to end and then during the maintenance period. Now, if at that point, sometimes you need additional, I'm telling you right now what you pay me on a monthly basis, I'm going to be involved in it. I'm not gonna sit on the job, but during the process, say, let out demolition and this and that, and you say, well, we don't really need a construction manager for certain points of it, but we'd like to have an inspector to keep a note, then I'll provide you a inspector, like we do on different projects, but, I'm not doing this to get rich on this project whatsoever. I'm doing this to try to help the community get to the next step and get you a price that you can build. Yes, sir.
In layman's terms, so that I know I'm explaining it to people correctly. We're considering hiring you to be the village's expert in dealing with a possible construction manager, to look out for the village's best interest.
We are taking, you're hiring me to get yourself a billable recreation center for the money you get.
We're hiring Gene, so you don't have to go up there.
Well, none of us here are experts.
Well,
And I'm not saying Gene is an expert, but he's closer than anyone in this room. And you're gonna hire him to help you get to a point where then he's gonna find out he's gonna recommend certain prices, of cost to the village. You might have to may subtract some components from what you think you're gonna have right now. But he's the guy that's gonna get you there, and then you're gonna get to that construction manager phase.
Does this actually include the writing of the spec too, of once you value engineer it,
Okay, there.
to take out to bid?
Well, all the specs and what is in the drawings that you paid for, we're gonna take those, we modify those. And like I said, I don't want anything. If during the whole process, we come to a point and we give you 2 or 3 things that we feel should be redesigned or to bring the cost in line, then we would sit down with Ponte and say, give us a cost to finish the plans, and this is the changes we want. Then they would come to you, I have an idea, I have a pretty good idea and Roger Westphal has a great idea what it costs to re-architect, do the architecture for a certain thing. So we're gonna come to you and say, hey, we talked to them, they recommend this price, we recommend it, it's the price. We will negotiate with him. Same thing with the CM. We're gonna step in there and represent you to bring it in, make sure that the CM is qualified, professional, who has done this before, and handle this project, and do it for the right price.
is Ponte's involvement contingent on who we hire as a construction manager?
No, he's providing architectural set drawings, and they're supposed to be complete. Now, obviously, if somebody takes these drawings and wants to modify or change them, then he goes, not my fault. Well, we don't want that. We want him to complete a buildable set of plans, and that we are going to, as a city, do a code review of them, make sure everything's in compliance, everything's buildable. And then what does that cost? What is the cost to do that? And I have expertise to give you, look at the cost and tell you, get it within 5%. And then you go for different, and whether we go for 4 package or 3, we go with masonry, electrician, HVAC, the woodworker, is that it? Or do you know what I'm saying? You look at the packages and say, how many packages? So that's, we'll get to you and say, we recommend 5 packages, we look at the cost, and the overall cost is $3.8 million. Okay. That's where we want to get to. And then you can say, okay, I'm satisfied, I get everything I need here, I'd like this, I can't get that, but, you get to the point where you can easily make the decision to move forward, and very confident the pricing will be, with the pricing you have, and what you have to spend.
Any questions? Resolution, are you second?
Here.
Resolution 48, 2014, resolution accepting recommendation of Planning and Zoning Commission to approve the final subdivision plat for Liberty Ledges subdivision phase 3, first reading. Resolution 50, 2014, resolution authorizing the progress engineer to incorporate prepare plan specifications for California Street Stormwater Sewer reconstruction project to make application to Ohio Public Works Commission to assist the funding of this project. This needs to go by emergency, doesn't it?
Yes.
Move to suspend the rules and pass by emergency.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Condit?
Yes.
Mr. Lina?
Yes.
Mr. Silverston?
Yes.
Mr. Walter?
Yes.
Mr. Carla?
Yes. Move to pass by emergency.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Molina,
Yes.
Mr. Silverston?
Yes.
Mr. Walter?
Yes.
Mr. Carlo?
Yes.
Mr. Condit?
Yes.
I guess Aurora's done, just told me today that they've done some kind of supportive resolution on this.
If we've had to go to smaller governments,
Right. They can't come.
they can't be part of it. They have passed a resolution that we can work in their right of way. If you remember back to the roundabout,
Right.
they allowed us to work in the right of way, and we ended up building it. Right now, the way this plan is set up is, the roadway and storm sewer improvements, most of the storm sewer improvements are on our side, would be, we get, we're looking for a grant along for that portion. Aurora would build the outlet pipe, take it across Aurora or something, so we have, get all the flow directly out of there, to relieve the downstream neighborhoods that we have. So that's the way we split it up, so they can try to move in the right of way, and then they will pay for the outlet. Construction of the outlet pipe.
Any old business?
I got two quick things. One, I wanted to say thank you to, Mr. Condick and the Parks and Rec Committee and Sam and everybody else for their part. The Family Fun Day, I think, we're getting the first go at it, went extremely well. The weather was great. It was very well attended, so thank you. And, secondly, I'm just kind of curious, I'm surprised they haven't started, I haven't seen anything with the, senior center.
They got one more thing, they just closed on the land like last week, is what, Gil said.
It was like at the architectural board review meeting, like, they're like, it was like we were holding them up from breaking ground or something, so that was like 2 months ago.
And don't they owe you an answer back on the college, or they just?
No, they
accepted
agreed
that?
to it, yeah, they agreed.
The site plan has been reviewed and approved. There are a few minor changes. I said, wait to send us the thing in just in case there's anything with the building changed. And I think Bob has the plans are going to the building plan, so the mayor says once it goes on the land now, I think things will start. Just curious.
How's the Batmobile, okay?
It was
Kids
funny.
like it?
He needed
They liked it.
yeah, when it was time to take off, he needed a jump start.
Get out of here.
No, that-
Really?
I just wanna add one thing, and I'll say it again when the chiefs are here. Both the fire department and the police department were fantastic with the kids, taking them into the cars and into the fire trucks and letting them put on the face mask and showing them how the computer worked in the squad car. I was really
Turn on the
proud of them.
sirens.
Oh, yeah, a lot of sirens going. But it went really well.
Okay, Whole business, we did Regatta Trail in mid-January. This time of year, we ended up with one bid. It was above the engineer's estimate. They make a motion to reject the bid and go for rebid. We are gonna do some re-engineering to try to save some pavement removal and, we have to go ahead and clean the water. We've got a lot of areas that we can, but I think we can save some pavement replacement and, some of the work they're doing on Nautilus, they're gonna put a cut-in valve, so they'll, we might not have to do a live valve regatta, which could save us some dollars. And then we'll go for rebid, but with only being one bidder, that's
Who
probably.
was that bidder just out of curiosity?
Time.
Do you want a motion tonight? Motion?
If you put it tonight or the next one, we are working through the redesign now, so.
So go ahead and do it. You can go ahead and do it tonight.
Again?
Sure. So reject the bid and
Okay, make a motion to reject the bid for the Regatta Trail water line replacement project. Windjammer Regatta,
And to authorize him to rebid.
and to authorize Processor to rebid the project.
Second,
Roll call.
Mr. Silverston?
yes.
Mr. Walter?
yes.
Mr. Carlo?
Yes.
Mr. Condit?
Yes.
Mr. Luna?
Yes.
Yeah.
New business?
One last question, because
Are
I'm
you
not
going old or new?
It's kind of current.
Then you have to ask it after the meeting.
And I'll call it old business, because
Okay, over.
I had a citizen on Nautilus claiming that the new road was a good foot higher than it used to be, and it's changing the drainage pattern. And I was just wondering how you think I should respond to that. I went up there last night, right after the real heavy rain. It was still raining pretty good, and I'm looking, I go, it's really not as bad as I expected with all that rain. But
They will match the, what was it, at the existing condition, they will match that curb line, that's what we designed in there. So that they match the curb line. That was originally.
One that was there before.
Yes.
Just say, no, they're wrong. Just say, no, they're wrong.
Yeah, when I went up there, their house was like the worst case scenario, because I'm looking and all the houses seem, you know, like, okay, I don't see the problem. I got to their house, it's up around 97, I think it was 97.35. The garage is like in a low level, like in the basement level.
The
So-
Mrs. Brown's?
Her daughter,
Yeah, I had them mounded today
did it?
for her, plus I got the pump there from the Romney that's sitting in the back, ready to go.
What is the exact policy with that pump? Is it first call, first serve, if you've got a floater basement?
No, this is the pump that says big around, pumps the water out so the road doesn't.
That's
What's that?
It's the one we rent.
Yeah. That was the one that was parked by the bridge?
No, it's parked on Commodore, or Commodore East.
Yeah.
Commodore East, and it pumps into, it's a 6-inch pump, it's huge.
Yeah, I went up there last night after a considerable amount of complaining, and there's nobody there.
Well, I think she's still out of the house right now.
For your,
But yeah, they.
But the road is no iron, is what you're saying, it's.
now, for your information, the intention is to, the gas companies are gonna come in and bore gas mains that are problematic.
Yeah,
And
we
that's-
probably got a week delay till about 5 days.
They'll probably start Thursday, and work, get them all done, and then we hope the week after, 4th of July to do the initial pour and then follow up. This way they have all the road before.
Gene, when they do the core, I don't know the address, but it's that one part when you're going towards the Aurora line. It's that left turn where the old road bridge is always slamming down. They're gonna build that up
Yeah.
and reverse that pitch.
Yeah.
That's when those two guys lose their mailboxes every year because people slide into them.
They live in Aurora, don't they?
No, that's for my,
Oh,
oh, I get it.
Any other old business? New business? An FYI, 2015, so you guys can start getting prepared. They're gonna put on the ballot to legalize marijuana in Ohio. They got about $20 million to spend on it. For legalization. And I think they're going legalization for medicinal only, not recreational. Although their polls show that more than 50% say yes for medicinal, 50 plus. Their polls for recreational show 50 and just 48 to 50. Which that's a little shocking.
Shocked that it was lower.
Once you get into the suburban areas, it goes way down. So, it's just, it's gonna be interesting. What's coming. Yeah. You're gonna see a lot of stuff coming next election. It's usually a down election, it's probably gonna be a lot interesting.
Since you brought up the next election, I know I don't know who I was talking to, but joking how when you do your petitions, Aurora only required 25 signatures. We need a 50. Is there a way to ask for that, or do they set
I
that?
think some county election board says that,
Yeah.
board of elections says
It's
that.
election board. But isn't that based on like the previous election?
I know, it makes no
I-
sense
I
that
heard
they
it
only
was
need
a
25.
percentage of the
It
turnout.
used to be
Is it based on,
10%
it's
of,
based on position?
Yeah, the first time I
Yeah,
read
it
that,
probably
I had
is,
well
but-
over 100.
for council.
Yeah, that's what.
Well, no, I just think it's
10% of
weird.
previous.
We're so much smaller, but we need twice as many
Yeah,
signatures.
you could have more signatures on your petition than you could have votes and still win.
Okay. Okay, I just,
Yeah, but it's definitely a county.
kind of sense that.
Alright,
Move to adjourn.
Second.
roll call.
Mr. Walker?
Yes.
Mr. DeCarlo?
Yes.
Mr. Condit?
Yes.
Mr. Lina?
Yes.
Mr. Silverston?
Yes.
Can I make two comments? One, whoever did the gazebo, thumbs up, it's beautiful. It no longer looks like a popsicle stick stand,
Still, there's still more stuff coming.
Yeah,
but
there's
it looks
the little-
beautiful. And two, whoever does your branch clippings, they are fantastic. I mean,
The
they-
service department, both thank
They really do a good job, and when they're gone, you see nothing left.
I
So
noticed
whoever's
that too when they did
responsible,
mine.
I would like
We
to
are-
thank them.
And we got you on tape.